program is the active center.
Imagine a network buying the rights to a blockbuster movie, but they only let you watch the final explosion.
Right, like just skipping right to the end.
Exactly. And that's exactly what Netflix just did to Major League Baseball. Today, we are dissecting the total fragmentation of live sports using David Seppi's August 2026 article, The Cornfield Capstone from Beyond the Scoreboard.
It is a really fascinating piece.
It really is. Okay, let's unpack this. Netflix recently locked in an MLB deal for 2026 to 2028. But rather than taking on a traditional, sprawling schedule, they bought exactly 3 games.
Just 3.
3 massive tentpole events, culminating with the Minnesota Twins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies at the Field of Dreams in Iowa.
Yeah, and it represents a fundamental shift in how live entertainment is valued and distributed to the consumer.
Wait, but this completely defies the standard broadcasting playbook, right?
Right.
We already know sports rights are historically about volume.
Right, building a daily habit.
Exactly, building a daily habit with the viewer. Why drop a massive premium for just 3 days of content?
What's fascinating here is how they deliberately bypassed the low-margin, localized daily grind. Instead, Netflix is paying an estimated $100 to $120 million annually for just 3 isolated spectacles.
Wow.
Yeah. Opening night with the Yankees and Giants, the Home Run Derby, and, like you mentioned, that Field of Dreams game.
It's basically like a brand ditching their year-round brick-and-mortar store to, run a heavily sponsored pop-up shop in Times Square on New Year's Eve.
That is a perfect analogy, yeah.
You just bypass the daily overhead and strictly monetize the massive guaranteed foot traffic.
Precisely. Because, Netflix owns the user interface on your television.
Right.
They don't actually need to build a season-long viewing habit. They can just manufacture spontaneous attendance.
Oh, because of the notifications.
Right. By pushing a targeted notification to millions of casual scrollers, they converted live sports from a daily destination into this algorithmic impulse buy. That is exactly how the Home Run Derby instantly hit 9.2 million viewers.
I mean, I imagine advertisers are absolutely salivating over that kind of instant manufactured crowd.
Oh, it secured the Holy Grail. That algorithmic push drove a 42% viewership bump in the coveted 18 to 34 demographic.
Wait, really? 42%?
Yeah, it's massive. And that allowed Netflix's ad-supported tier to command huge premiums from presenting sponsors like T-Mobile and John Deere. Plus, because they control the platform, they seamlessly cross-promoted their own baseball documentaries like The Comeback right on the live stream's landing page.
But there is a serious flip side to chasing that casual scroller. Here's where it gets really interesting. The resulting friction for the actual diehard fan.
Oh, absolutely. The subscription fatigue is real.
It is. If you're a devoted baseball fan in 2026, you basically need an Excel spreadsheet and 5 different passwords just to figure out where your local team is playing tonight. I mean, you've got local regional sports networks, Apple TV+, Roku, Peacock, and now Netflix.
You're forcing your most loyal consumer to navigate the most frustrating user experience imaginable.
Exactly. And when those loyal fans finally find the game, the broadcast caters strictly to the algorithm's new arrivals. You have commentators over-explaining basic rules like the pitch clock during a marquee matchup.
Yeah, that can be so annoying.
If I'm a purist who has watched 100 games this season, that tonal mismatch actively ruins the broadcast for me.
It is a totally jarring experience. There's zero narrative continuity when a platform only parachutes in for 3 nights a year. You lose all of that underlying pennant race drama.
Right.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the Field of Dreams game is the perfect physical manifestation of this entire strategy. It is this gorgeous, highly engineered cinematic stadium built in a cornfield for 1 night only, designed purely for television profitability.
But underneath, there's no foundation.
Exactly. Once the cameras leave, there's literally no home team. It's a spectacle masking the fact that the localized fandom that actually sustains the sport is on deeply fractured ground.
So what does this all mean? Well, you should care about this because this even-sodded fragmentation is the new blueprint. Every live entertainment platform vying for your subscription dollars is studying this exact pop-up shop model.
Yeah, we are firmly in the era of the spectacular, isolated event, and it is reshaping the economics of everything we watch.
Which leaves us with a final question for you to mull over. If leagues optimize entirely for the algorithmic casual scroller who clicks a push notification, does the traditional diehard fan become financially obsolete? I mean, the one who actually buys the tickets and sustains the franchise through a rainy Tuesday night slump in August, when the cameras pack up and those temporary stadium lights shut off in Iowa, who was actually left sitting in the stands.
Hello, and thanks for listening. This is David Sepp and the Active Center team. For years, our mission has been to foster a community around engagement, health, and conversation. If you value what we do, please consider supporting us. We've started a GoFundMe to cover our production and operational costs, including those pesky social media fees. Your contribution, big or small, helps us keep going. Thank you.